primarily looking for rhodonite, but some of the things you can find up here is tenolite, green mineral associated with asbestos. Also, you can find some really nice crystals up here. There's a lot of serpentine you can find up here, blue and green. A lot of quartz.
Smoky quartz.
Some a little bit smoky. And we've got mica schist and other minerals up here, but we're primarily looking for the rhodonite, pink. Last time we were up here, we found a couple chips, so we're gonna really go for that more so than the tenolite, which we did a video, what, about a month ago on that?
Maybe a few weeks, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll tune back in when we find some of that good stuff.
All right, so here's the area where we located rhodonite chip, right up in here. So we're gonna head off this way. There is actually a little stream bed that came through here. It's kind of blocked by this pile of rock and stuff. But there's ice on the ground out here. By the way, check out our blog at radicalrocksusa.blogspot.com, and on every blog at the bottom there's links to all our social media, Facebook. We've got almost 80 different podcasts, and it's all great information on rocks, minerals, and lapidary. So we'll tune back in when we find something.
So we found a few minerals here. We're hoping we're getting on the trail. It's definitely a magnesium type, but we're not seeing the pink. We're seeing the white. So there's definitely no pink in there, just the white. This one I'm not sure. This could just be serpentine, but thought I'd crack it open just for grins and giggles. Yeah, that's a serpentine type rock with some granite mixed in it, kind of a swirl. Here's another magnesium. We've got some orange. We've got a little bit of orange in there. Look at that. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit of color. I think we're close to the trail. We got to keep looking, and we'll come back and show you if we find something else.
Little tenolite crystal there. Pretty thing. We're still on the trail for the rhodonite. Not hot on the trail anymore. We'll keep looking.
All right, so this one looks like magnesium. We're not sure, but we thought we'd crack it open on film. Watch your eyes. Oh yeah, it's yellow. But this is the biggest piece we found so far. This is definitely magnesium. This is definitely leading us possibly to rhodonite deposit. Good enough.
Oh, well, we're up here. We've kind of gotten skunked. We found some more magnesium ore, but we can't find the source. Real pretty little sample here. I'll show it later in daylight. But just came down to the creek here and just about ready to call it a day and go back. I was just gonna walk up here and take a quick little look around for grins and giggles. And that's it. Looks like we've kind of got a few tenolite samples and other things, but the rhodonite is still being very, very elusive. After the trip, I have some of the rocks that I decided to bring back and discuss. You can see this fabulous specimen here of a tenolite with long crystallized formations all through it, a little bit of possibly quartz in there, and the other side is looking pretty good too. There you go, you can see that. Pretty nice piece. Some of this mineral here, I picked up several of these nice little crystals along the way, and of tenolite. They're kind of fragile. They can break apart pretty easily, but you can see they're pretty cool little chunks of crystals. I found these just lying on the ground. You can find them all over. This one was worn a little bit smoother, and this one, you know, of course, is a little more crystalline in its structure. So pretty cool. Lots of that. I thought this one would make a good specimen too, because you see it has the large crystal inside there with the what's probably serpentine and a tenolite.
Same thing here on this one. Pretty nice piece. Lots of nice little crystals in there. Good sized piece. These can be found all over the place. Here, this is definitely looking like some little mica plates on there in some sort of a schist type of mineral, and probably little bits of granite in there possibly. Here again, here is another schist type. I wasn't sure if it was a hornblende or a schist, a mica schist, because of the mica in it. But I'm hearing that it's possible that this could be, you know, more of a schist. Now, or a muscovite. Also, muscovite could be something like this, which is also got little mica flakes in it. You can see it has these really neat bumps in it. Nice specimen piece. Here's another one. It's got a little bit of green to it, but it's mostly gray. Very heavy. Also falling into that category. Now, here was one that I found. I thought maybe it was just, you know, some iron staining in there, but that could actually possibly be some of the same mineral that is staining or that causes the rhodonite. It could actually be some rhodonite in there, or it could even be a what they call a spessartine garnet, if I'm saying it correct. It's Spessartine. It could be some of that mixed in there. That's what's giving it the red, the orange, and the green. I'll get it wet just so you can see if it changes it at all. But I thought that was kind of a neat little piece. I did find an outcrop that had this coloration in it. Another thing that I saw was this, which looked like it could be a little bit of silicon, you know, like siliconized. I can see some quartz right in here a little bit. I didn't think this would take a great polish, but thought I would take it back just to see, because this was something that just didn't see much of there. But I did see some outcrops where it was coming along, and again, you can see there's some quartz here. So it is a little bit siliconized. Not exactly 100% sure of what that mineral is. That could be, there is also found in that area a talc, furan, magnesite type of a schist that pops up occasionally. It could be part of that formation. I'm not 100% sure, but it is interesting nonetheless. Also, we have some quartz with some schist on the side there. You can see a lot of mica right there. So definitely a mica schist on that quartz, looking really nice. And here's another piece with the schist on there, kind of a silvery color on the quartz. Really cool. So what I really was looking for, well, one more rock here. Here is schist again with more of the red. So this is something that's found up in that area with gray mostly, but very little with the red. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Now these are the manganese pieces, some of them that I found. I didn't bring them all back. Looking for the rhodonite, and of course as I cracked some of them open, they were only white or had a little hints of orange. This one, you could argue it's a tiny light hue of pink. It's not really pink though, but it's more white, so it didn't quite make it. There's another one, definitely white. I did find this one here. Again, this has a tiny little hint of pink. I mean, it looks more white than anything else, but from a certain angle you can kind of see it looks a little bit pinkish in there, not a lot. So again, mostly white. Mostly white, slight pink, nothing to write home about. I mean, I could crack it open again and see what happens. This one's definitely white. You can see a little bit of yellow color in there, a little bit of yellow, but we didn't find the highly desired pink. You know, I could crack this open some more. There's a dot of yellow right there. But we just didn't get the pink. Now I found a piece really far down, further down than what I expected, and it was a large piece, and it had a couple yellow dots on it, but I didn't bring it with me. My space is limited. I can't bring all this stuff with me. But even though I didn't get the beautiful rhodonite that I'd hoped for, I did get some magnesium or manganese samples along the way, and you can see, like I said, there's a little yellow dot in there. Not much yellow, but that's what we got. It was a good trip, nice hike, beautiful country. I hope you enjoy the video, and maybe we'll try again sometime. This is your host Shane with Radical Rocks. Remember, rockhounds don't die, they petrify.